Many years ago, back during the Civil War days, the story is told of a black man who lived on a plantation whose name was Mose. As Mose would get up in the morning and go out into his cornfields, he'd look at the high corn stalks and the tall mansions, and as he went along, he'd sing this song. My Father is rich and houses and lands. He holdeth the wealth of the world in his hands, of rubies and diamonds and silver and gold. His coffers are full. He has riches untold. I'm a child of the King, a child of the King, with Jesus my Savior. I'm a child of the King. And one day as Mose came in from his cornfields, he sat down at the supper table, and he said to the master, "Massa, if yous don't mind, sirs, I'd like to thank my Jesus for my food." The master said, "Why, Mose, you old crazy fool, look at my houses, look at my lands, and I've never thanked Jesus for anything that I've gotten." Mose said, "Well, just the same, sirs, I'd like to thank my Jesus for my food." Mose bowed his head and thanked Jesus for the food. After supper that night, as Mose was getting ready to retire, he went to the master and he said, "Massa, I wants to know, sirs, does yous know me Jesus?" The master said, "Mose, you see that door? I want you to get out of my house. Never darken the door of my house again talking to me about this Jesus of yours." Mose said, "Well, sirs, I had a dream last night, and I dreamed that the richest man in all the valley was going to die. And I just wants to know, sirs, does you know my Jesus?" The master said, "Mose, you get out of my house and never darken the door of my house again." Needless to say, the master was worried. He called for the family physician, and the doctor came in and examined him, but could find nothing that could cause him a natural death that night. So all night long they sat up, drinking liquor and playing cards, waiting for the clock to chime 12 chimes. Finally, the clock began to chime. 1, 2, 3, and then finally 12 chimes. This set the master's heart at ease. So he went to bed and slept well the remainder of the night. But early the next morning, there came a knock to the door. The master got up, went to the door, opened the door, and lo and behold, it was his maid.